Wow. Hasn't been this clean in a while. So anyway, it is like Saturday, probably the week before the trailer gets here. Next week will be 8 weeks, and they said anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks to get the trailer, so I'm thinking it'll probably be in next week. I got nothing accomplished in the last 8 weeks that I wanted to. I actually, as you can see behind me, just got the plywood this last weekend. That was in the last video. So I needed to take a partial day and get out here in the shop and clean stuff because it was a disaster, and I can't start building a new project that has as many pieces and parts in a mess that I had going. So I was out here about 8 o'clock this morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I think after that, I think this is the best it's been in a while. So I think it's going to be time to start making some sawdust. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to give you a brief shop tour and kind of go over how I have my stuff set up. My garage is very multi-purpose, so it has to accomplish a lot of different things. So I suppose here goes shop tour for September in 2017, because I got more stuff planned to do this winter, and when that all happens, I'll do an updated shop tour. So here goes it. So coming in, this is my service door from the house. I got odds and ends, tires and whatnot. I got the radio up there. I have surround sound in the garage because that's awesome. It works pretty good for when you're out here trying to get some work done to have good tunes. So usually on this wall, you can see up there's stuff. I used to have my TV up there. I took it down so that I could stack all my plywood up there. Usually I don't have plywood there. Usually I set my miter stand up along that wall, and that's kind of my miter station. But I have a lot of plywood here, and I needed a place to set it and separate it out by 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch. So it's all AC plywood, so it should be pretty nice. Over here, I have a dust collector hidden in the corner. That's gonna get taken apart and redone. Probably also put upstairs, potentially, with ductwork run everywhere to, well, I guess I should say ductwork run on the ceilings, so that I can have some drops for when I set up the shop, because I actually do park my truck in here almost every night. Over here, I have a spot that goes up. That used to be for my pellet stove, but that burnt up in a lightning storm, so very unfortunate. But anyway, I have this opening into the loft here, and I take my extension ladders and I actually set them here, and I run my extension ladders up into that hole, and it keeps all my ladders tucked back in the corner really nice and tight. That's for my bathroom project upstairs, so that's why that stuff's there, but it's all temporary. I have drill presses, 2 of them. I've got a little shelf that I built behind there to hold all the shenanigans that go along with drill pressing. A jet bandsaw doesn't get used a lot, but it's pretty nifty to have around. That air compressor is also temporary. That'll be going upstairs. I'm going to run some hard lines around to have the air compressor with all the noise upstairs, and then have everything down here. I also have a nicer air compressor. It's a newer, one of the vertical ones, a little bigger than that guy. Then I have some toolboxes. You have seen this one. That's my main toolbox. I was in the toolbox tour video. I have my awesome wall of shenanigans. It's just a little bit of everything up there. I built this bench some time ago. This was actually that moved from the farm here. I have 2 other ones. I sold one of them to my buddy who's still using it, and the other one's up at my mom's. But I have some hand tools up on the wall. I've got tools that I don't use all that often down below. This is kind of my weak link right now. I have nowhere to put all those buckets because my shelves over there are full of tools. So, but once all those tools land in the trailer, then I'll be able to put these buckets over there. The air compressor will get moved over there too. Toolboxes from my truck, I got rid of that. It's been sitting here since I had the topper on. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the topper, and I love it, so I got to sell that. Just haven't got around to it. As far as the shelves go, I've got more material to build this one in, like this one. Just haven't got around to it yet, and there was a metal one there, so I just left it. Up top, there's 12 feet worth of shelf, so that's nice. And then in the window, I keep all the garden and yard stuff. Chainsaws down below. These are all tools. On this shelf, I've got solvents and caulks and stuff like that in that pantry unit. This is the miter saw all set up. This stays in my truck full time. It opens up. There's a screw on either side, and then there's 5 foot of arm that goes out in either direction. The main body of the saw is 6 feet, so it opens up 16 feet, which is really nice. Snowblower lives there. That's a door that I'm redoing for my house. I got more stripping to do on that, and of course, you know, the beer fridge, gotta have one of those. And then in the middle, this table saw hasn't moved. The table saw usually stays right here, and same thing with the outfeed / assembly table. And I actually have enough room when this stuff is in my truck to get my truck backed in here, and I still have a little bit of a walk. I back it in so that I can keep it as tight to the outside as possible. It gives me plenty of room to walk in and out here. So that's that. 4 foot by 8 foot assembly table / outfeed table. These are just some of the tools I'm going to need when I start assembling stuff. So I got them out of the truck, so they're ready to roll. But everything is on locking casters, so I can lock it all up, and then this works really nice as an outfeed table. It's a little shallower, and a little shorter than the table saw, but it works. This is a Craftsman 3-horse table saw. I got this from my grandpa, and it's run fine since I've had it. I'd like to maybe see if there's something I can do to clean up the top a little bit, but I'm not worried about getting anything else right now because I have built a lot of stuff with that, and he built a lot of cabinets with it, so it'll work fine. So overall, that's just a brief walkthrough. Most of my tools I keep in my truck, and when the trailer comes, most of my tools will stay in the trailer, so I don't have a lot of stuff in here. I also have a storage unit across town, a 10 by 10 storage unit that's full of tools that I don't have room for in here. So, but anyway, that is a quick shop tour video. Like I said, it's very quick. I could probably go into depth about, you know, what's behind what and whatnot, but it's nothing fancy. It has to be a multi-purpose garage, but it's nice that I can set it up in this fashion for when I've got bigger wood projects, like all this stuff behind me. That's a lot of cabinets. I've got my plans ready to go, and I've got my cut lists and how I'm going to lay out all my sheets. And if you guys stay tuned, I'm going to throw some time-lapse videos together of me making a bunch of really neat cabinets for the trailer. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. I'm just so happy it's clean. There's not even dust underneath the table saw. Alright, thanks guys. Take her easy.